Foreign markets, let's talk about them for a few minutes. The headlines in this Scottish newspaper, The Nation, read, U.S. convicted felon to visit Scotland. That probably says it all. Meanwhile, the convicted felon and his group said first that he's opened the Australian market to U.S. beef. Well, they don't buy U.S. beef. They have their own Australian beef, and as somebody said, sending U.S. beef to Australia would be like sending instant coffee to Colombia, for heaven's sakes. And then the Trump had announced that Japan was going to invest, I don't know, $500 billion in the United States, and we would have the profits. Japan has said there's no such agreement, and that for as far as they're concerned, if their investments in the United States, if they're partners, partners would get whatever share of the investment they made in the profits. So if U.S. didn't invest with them, Japan would get all the profits. So that these trade deals that are being announced as if there's some, no pun intended, big deal, are just continuing BS by the administration. Meanwhile, in a major show of pettiness, Trump and little Marco Rubio refused to give visas to the Venezuelan Little League team that had won its championship and had otherwise earned the rights to play in the Little League World Series. So they're not going to be allowed to come. That is pettiness at its height. Meanwhile, little Marco Rubio has dismissed the people, the experts on the East Asian front and South China Sea issues. And this is from an administration that says that they were turning attention to China over Europe, but they're turning their attention away from both China and Europe. The last week, Trump had said any American president that would let the dollar slide against world currencies would be an idiot. This week, he says, because the dollar has slid against foreign currencies, he said, well, it's better for the United States if the dollar slides against foreign currencies. Consistency is the hobgoblin of petty minds. Trump has a petty mind, and he certainly isn't consistent. He says whatever his mouth tells him to say without any thought by a brain by him or anybody else.